Conqueror, Alexander the Great. His army just conquered the world, but when his closest companion died, he stopped everything. Not for a kingdom, not for power, for one person. And history still doesn't agree on what they really were. Alexander didn't just conquer the known world by the age of 30. He did it with a charisma that drew people in, men and women alike. Hephaestion, his closest companion, wasn't just a friend. Ancient sources describe a bond that was intense, devoted, almost inseparable. Imagine two people so tied together that soldiers noticed their grief whenever one was sick or mourning. But wait, it's about to get way more shocking. In Macedonian and broader Greek culture, same-sex relationships among men weren't just accepted, they were part of elite bonding, mentorship, and emotional closeness. That means Alexander's personal connections weren't scandalous back then, yet today they make historians pause. Scholars still debate what these relationships meant. Was it mentorship? Love? A mix of both? Either way, his life shows that the private side of this legendary conqueror is as fascinating as the empire he built.
Genius. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo wasn't just a painter. He was the original Renaissance human. The kind of guy who could sketch flying machines with one hand and dissect a cadaver with the other, all while rewriting the rules of art and science. From the Mona Lisa's mysterious smile to the Last Supper's dramatic tension, his work didn't just change painting, it reshaped how we see the world itself. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. The mystery of his personal life is almost as famous as his genius. Court records from Florence show that when he was 24, Leonardo and 3 other men were accused of sodomy, then a capital crime, with a young male sex worker. The charges were dropped, but they didn't disappear from history. And here's where the real questions start. He never married, had no known romantic relationships with women, and spent decades living closely with male apprentices like Salai and Melzi, relationships described by biographers as intensely loving and long-lasting. Some historians argue these bonds were emotional or romantic. Others say celibacy or intellectual companionship. Either way, his identity, so wrapped up in mystery, still shapes how we interpret his art, his notebooks, and the sheer intensity of his mind. Codebreaker, Alan Turing. Alan Turing was one of those rare minds that history feels lucky to even glimpse once in a lifetime. A mathematician and logician whose brain basically invented the foundations of computer science and artificial intelligence. During World War II, Turing was at Britain's ultra-secret Bletchley Park, leading efforts to crack the Nazi Enigma code. The machines he helped build and the intelligence they produced didn't just win battles. Many historians argue that they shortened the war by years and saved countless lives. But here's the heartbreak. The same government that quietly celebrated his genius publicly condemned him for who he was. In 1952, Turing was prosecuted for being gay, then a criminal offense in the UK, and forced to undergo chemical castration instead of prison. His security clearance was stripped, his career derailed, and 2 years later, he was found dead from cyanide poisoning in 1954. Today, Turing's legacy is impossible to overstate. His work shapes every computer we touch and every app we open, and his story fuels discussions about justice for LGBTQ+ people. In the UK, he's been pardoned, honored on the £50 note, and even lent his name to laws clearing historical convictions for gay men. Legend, Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury didn't just perform rock, he became it. When Queen exploded onto the world stage with that operatic roller coaster Bohemian Rhapsody, or when Freddie owned Wembley Stadium with his voice alone, it wasn't just a concert, it was a declaration. Music could be grand, bold, theatrical, and utterly unforgettable. This part will hit you. Freddie's voice was legendary, but his personal life was just as complicated and compelling. Before Queen, he fell for Mary Austin, a relationship that lasted years and left a lifelong bond even after their romance ended. He called her his common-law wife and closest friend. But his journey didn't stop there. In the mid-1970s, he began loving men too, including a relationship with an American record executive. Publicly, Freddie never loudly proclaimed a label, but in interviews, he joked around and deflected questions about his sexuality, even when asked directly in the 70s. On stage, his flamboyance, camp style, and fearless persona rewrote rock star macho norms, making him a beloved figure not just for music lovers, but for people all over the world who didn't fit the straight musician stereotype. Today, many see him as a queer icon, a boundary breaker whose voice and legacy remain larger than life. Activist, Marsha P. Johnson. Marsha P. Johnson was one of those people whose very presence seemed to shake the world a little. A black queer activist, performer, and unapologetic force in a time when most of society wanted people like her to stay invisible. Born in New Jersey in 1945, she moved to New York City in the early 1960s and quickly became known for her vibrant style. Floral crowns, dazzling outfits, and that trademark line when people asked about her gender, "Pay it no mind." That spirit of defiance brought her to the front lines of the 1969 Stonewall riots in Greenwich Village, protests that are widely seen as the spark that ignited the modern gay rights movement. While myths swirl about who threw the first brick, what's clear is that Johnson was there, resisting police harassment and fighting alongside other LGBTQ people, demanding dignity and freedom. But Marsha didn't stop at the protest. She built. Alongside Sylvia Rivera, she co-founded Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries, STAR, a community that offered real support, food, shelter, care, for homeless queer and trans youth who had been cast aside by society and even by parts of the early gay rights movement. Star House in Manhattan became a lifeline for young people with nowhere else to go. Marsha's life was far from easy. She survived poverty, discrimination, and public misunderstanding. Yet she never stopped advocating. In the 1980s, she became an AIDS activist, caring for friends and demanding attention to a crisis that was devastating her community. Today, her legacy lives in the movements she helped ignite, the countless people she helped uplift, and the honors that remember her courage. From the National LGBTQ Wall of Honor at the Stonewall National Monument, to art, film, and public memorials that celebrate her life and radical love. Trans rights pioneer, Sylvia Rivera. Sylvia Rivera didn't crawl into history quietly. She exploded into it. Born and raised in New York City in 1951, she faced rejection from the very start. Her mother died when Sylvia was a toddler, and she was raised by relatives who didn't accept her gender expression. By age one she had left home and was living on the streets of Manhattan, where she survived by finding community among drag queens, queer youth, and others pushed aside by the rest of society. It was in this world that Sylvia met Marsha P. Johnson, a bond that would become one of the most powerful partnerships in early LGBTQ activism. Together, they stood at the front lines of the Stonewall Inn uprising in 1969, a series of riots that smashed into history as the spark of modern gay and queer liberation. From the first frustrated shout to the chaos in the streets of Greenwich Village, Sylvia's voice was there, raw and unfiltered, demanding dignity and justice for people nobody else seemed to notice. Out of that fire, Sylvia and Marsha founded Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries, STAR, not a polished political machine, but a lifeline. STAR didn't just protest. It provided food, shelter, clothing, and support to homeless queer and transgender youth, many of whom had nowhere else to turn. Star House in Manhattan became a refuge for the communities most harmed by poverty, police harassment, and discrimination. Sylvia's activism was not timid. She pushed back when mainstream gay rights groups tried to sideline transgender people, insisting that trans voices be heard, included, and centered in the movement. Her fiery speeches and confrontational style made some uncomfortable, but they forced the broader queer movement to confront its blind spots and expand its vision. Today, Rivera's legacy is woven into the ongoing struggle for trans rights and LGBTQ+ inclusion. A reminder that liberation isn't just about recognition, but about radical, unwavering advocacy for everyone left on the margins. Politician, Harvey Milk. Harvey Milk didn't just run for office. He shattered expectations and showed the world what was possible for LGBTQ people in politics. By 1977, after 2 failed attempts, Milk finally won a seat on San Francisco's Board of Supervisors, becoming one of the first openly gay elected officials in California. For a community that had long been invisible in politics, his victory was seismic. People saw someone who looked like them, spoke like them, and wasn't afraid to fight for them in the halls of power. And he didn't just occupy a seat, he used it. Milk pushed for one of the strongest anti-discrimination laws of its time, protecting LGBTQ individuals from bias in employment, housing, and public spaces. He took on California's Proposition 6, a ballot measure that would have banned gay teachers from schools, campaigning tirelessly and showing the courage to stand up for justice even when the odds seemed stacked. Milk's bravery was both legal and profoundly personal. By living openly as a gay man in a public office, he gave hope to countless people who had never seen themselves represented in government. Tragically, in 1978, his life was cut short when he was assassinated inside San Francisco City Hall. Yet his impact didn't end there. His name now appears in holidays, schools, documentaries, and he was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, a lasting testament to a man whose vision helped transform the LGBTQ rights movement forever.